All right, let's get this moving. This is What's Up Dave for May 29, Monday. It's 4 p.m. already. I don't know where the time went. And this is the stream in which I'm just saying hi to my friends and catching up people on what I'm up to. That's all it is. But I'll start off by just kind of going over like the fun things before getting into the work review. So what do I have going on that's fun? Let me go to the cheat sheet here. Let's see, what did I say I was going? Show and tell. New brackets for the mixer. So, alright, so I went kind of on a bracket crazy. Well, I've been spending all this time just kind of figuring out better ways to set up my space. So I guess I'll move this back a little bit. Set this up over here, and then before I switch over the screens, go to aux cam. So there's the aux view. So over here I've got these brackets, and it probably is maybe even easier though if I use this camera and just move it around. I'm going to aux cam 1, 2, or aux cam split. Alright, so here's the display. I'm moving this camera around. So this is a mixer that ordinarily is was up here where these books are, but it was hard to reach. So you can buy a bracket for these mixers, these Yamaha mixers. They can attach them to a regular microphone stand. I happen to have a short microphone stand here that would seem like it'd be a good idea. So if you can see underneath it, there's the bracket. It's attached to this fairly heavy-duty, like low-angle mic stand that I think is designed more for, I guess, drum kits or something that needs to be angled low. But it ends up being like, a good size, so like I can be sitting here at my desk, and then I can be adjusting the mix and stuff like this. This will come in handy when I get back to doing podcasts with Sid. And then I also had the idea that I should maybe mount the iPad on the microphone stand. So I got this bracket here that seems to be working pretty well. So, and I got, it's actually kind of convenient just to look at stuff this way. Oops, that's a camera. No, go away. So like this will be when I'm doing testing and stuff like this. I think this maybe will be a good thing to have set up like this. And then I have some regular holders and stuff like this for the regular microphone. I've got this thing plugged in to that just to see how it sounds. This is good. Would be good for like the close podcast setup. I can have this on me, and then I have the second one set up for like a guest in that chair. And then we could just talk, and that would be great. And so what else is new? What else am I going to see? I am iPad bracket cases, Drapeland book, onigiri cats, and the prep for the rib smoke. I don't know if I can show all of those, but I can show the onigiri cats, which are these. So I got these off of JBox. Like a friend of mine online has posted this one. And I said, "What is that?" It's a little beanbag cat. It's the cutest thing. And then this is like the black one. I got two of them, so my sister, when next time she's over, she can pick one that she likes and bring it home. Or they can both stay here. Up to her. I think she'd like the black one. The black one's super cute. This one's cute too. And I had to actually put them up someplace because I have them here. The cat will actually think they're cat toys and they'll bat them around and ruin them. So that's why we can't have nice things. So I'll put that back up there. So I think that's pretty much it. I got the Drapeland book came in. I had sent the other one back because there was a big dent in it. But this is Aaron Draplin's design book that I haven't even opened it yet. I'll open that some other time when I save that for a future thing. And this is a waffle book I think I mentioned I got before. I don't have a waffle iron though, but this is a book about how to the book is called Will It Waffle. So there's a lot of recipes, not just for waffles, but what kind of things can you waffle in it? Like pizza, hamburgers, things of that nature. I think that's pretty much it for show and tell. Looking around the room to see if there's anything else. This is really the major thing here. Everything else is pretty much the same. Maybe this is new. Like another round base microphone stand. So there's one for this microphone and there's one for this microphone. Now these are much more compact than these tripod style ones, which tend to like get tripped over. These is much easier to move around without getting caught up in wires and so forth. So, these were all maybe not necessary purchases, but they improve my working environment so I can do this kind of live streaming stuff. See if I can find my camera. The last thing before going on to work is, let's see, opening up Dropbox over here and see if I can pull this up over here. I'm not checking. Do I have audio going? I can't tell. Yep, okay, it's working. That's good. So let me switch over to the screen here. Let's see, screen plus chat. And let's pull up Lightroom. So I was going to make ribs today. This is Memorial Day here in the U.S. All my plans fell through, and I was going to just do some ribs anyway. What is this? What mode is this? Library. Where is the camera uploads? Synchronize folders. Synchronize. So just waiting for this photo to come up. Oh, here's the these are Instagram pictures. There's the onigiri cats. They're so cute. Oh, I also installed macOS Sierra finally. Looks like I need to clean my screen though, doesn't it? The major reason for doing that was because I could have sort files by folder order. So this is a slab of ribs that's been cut in half. It's got a rub on it based on Don's 9-2-1-1-1 rub ratio recipe. It's basically brown sugar, salt. I use paprika and then garlic powder and onion powder. And I'm wrapping this up overnight, and it will just kind of marinate in this rub, and then you just throw it on the smoker, and it should go. So that's the plan. That's happening tomorrow, though. I might try to make beef stew tonight, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. So now it's Monday. It's holiday. And I really need to get moving on work. I've been kind of in a bad mood today, or just not bad, more of a not really feeling particularly motivated because there's so many things to do and they all seem equally important and at the same time equally unimportant. I don't know. Wish I had something to look forward to. Just kind of a little bit bored, of things right now. Just the small irritations like dropping the cover of a poorly designed camera fastening mechanism make me angry. I'm trying not to let it get to me though. I'll fix that later. Alright, so let's take a look see what we've got here. So you can see I've switched back to this microphone because this one just sounds better. Here is today's form. Let us look at last week. So the first thing for the review today would be to see what I did last week. I actually already did this, but I was surprised at how much I didn't remember. I don't know if this is easy to see or not. Last week, Monday, doctor stuff, a query and weekly meeting. Last week, Monday, I got the American Task Planner new design out to the printer, and then just talked to them on site about stuff. Started the random replacement, replied to some emails, nothing really came of that. Also working stuff, I picked up the new iPad to replace the one I gave to my dad, which is this one, which it's actually worth showing off, because I'm actually kind of happy with it. I didn't know they had new ones, so this is actually like the new cheap one. Then I got a nice pink case for it, because it looks pretty. They don't have purple ones, though. But this is better looking than I thought it would look. Originally, I had a white one, but I thought that this might be more fun. I've been trying to embrace more like cute things. Like this shirt I'm wearing, which is what's the name of this cat? It's Nyan Cat. It's that cat that goes that da 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 da. You'd know it if you saw it, and I'm not going to subject you to it. What else did I do? I made beans. Made rice and beans. Confirmed that was good. And then Dom provided a cool recipe for it that I need to try out. His mother's recipe. A lot of the recipes seem to involve buying like lots of sausage. So that's kind of fun. Did some React reading. Last week actually was a work week. And it went very slowly. Water heater stuff. Set up new studio gear. That's all the brackets and things I just got. Fix some more things. And was that it? It didn't seem like I did a whole lot last week. And looking at this, I can see I did get some stuff done, but just doesn't feel like a whole lot. And I think that's part of like why I'm feeling a little bit down on myself. Not debilitatingly down, but just like it wasn't a high excitement week, let's say. 29, and I feel the urge for a little bit of excitement now. Let's see, I was up at 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I shouldn't have filled the whole thing out. So I thought I had an appointment at 11, but that got canceled. So that turned into like some errands from between around 11:30 to 12:15. I went to try to mail a package, but it's Memorial Day, so everything's closed. So I'll do that tomorrow. Then I went to supermarket and I bought some stuff. Then after that, I just kind of was like in a fuzzy, hazy state. It's 4 p.m. now. I started this around 4 p.m. It's wood. And I would say that I started the wood prep. And that was some microphone stuff. Now that the mixing board is like right here next to me, it was much easier to do level adjustment while I'm sitting in the spot instead of getting up and sitting down all the time. And I discovered that this microphone still does sound way better than the Lavalier, the little thing that you usually wear here. And I could also you check the compression levels and stuff. So already this is pretty cool having that there. So recording wood now. I don't think I did any other work. Oh, I did prep the ribs, right? That was surprisingly, I was surprisingly resistant to that because I had to like make a rib rub, and I hate measuring out things. Like I hate weighing and measuring things. Like so, shipping stuff I hate shipping stuff because I hate to weigh it. I hate measuring out ingredients because you have to measure things and it's messy and you have to wash all these things afterwards. But I decided to get over it. I think the theme of this week, actually, I should put this up, is I would say resistance observation. One thing I noted last week in one of our discussion rooms in the chat was that I seem to spend a lot of my time fighting resistance. Like 85% of my time is just me trying to get myself to do something. I was wondering, like, what is it like not to have that feeling? Is this normal? To always feel like everything that I want to do, I had to overcome this resistance to doing it. So I thought I might like talk to my therapist about that, and just see what she had to say about it. It's good to have that kind of reflection outside of like friends and outside of just being in my own head all the time, just to get some sort of external feedback from that. It's been an interesting experiment, trying that out. What else is going on? And so I should transcribe all these things from Friday. Here's the Friday sheet. So I'm looking at here is like what's left on here. Let's see. This Bev game dev stuff, that's going to happen next week when it's the me week. The read error paper, I should read one and try to make it interesting. Instead of just saying I'm going to read it, try outlining it. I can try some outlining tools. That makes it a 2-for-1 thing that's more interesting to me than just having to read something. 2024 blog. I've been thinking about my 2024 goals again and like whether or not I really want to do them. I'm not sure what to think about them. I mean, they're all kind of ambitious, and I'm torn between wanting to be ambitious and just wanting to not think about anything. I'm tired of thinking. I think too much. Art of Charm, I should listen to that on a road trip maybe. Find a road trip I could listen to that for. And TypeCon, do I want to go or not? I need to just decide if I want to put the money and time into it and schedule it. Static site markup, that could be next week. Doesn't know I had left about OKRs. Okay, to just gather things. That counts for something. Okay, so now I've transcribed everything from the Friday's list of, these are kind of carryover to-dos that I keep saying that I want to get to but never do. So the trick is to just to do more of those. And if I look at this, these are not more than 1, 2, 3. This is like 4 hours of decision making and reading and stuff like this. And I should be able to find some place during the week to do some of them. It's just that like I have this resistance again to having to do anything. That seems to be getting worse and worse as I get older and more curmudgeonly. But I'm not sure really how other people deal with it. Hunch that. I mean, I guess what the choice is to do nothing at all. Oops, this is the wrong notebook. You can pull out this badass swing hinge documentation notebook. Yeah, look at this thing. Let's see, what's the best way to handle this? I push this in, and can I do it from this side? I think it's bound on that side. This is maybe a little bit awkward. I don't want to pull everything out. Do I have to do that? Oh, I guess I could load it from this way. So this is a new binder, so I'm still not quite used to using it. So if I open it up like this, I can actually have the sheets on that side, and then I can put these in here. It's Monday. Let's put these, or did one of them not get punched? The hell? Oh, that's today's, that's why. So then the question is, how do I close this again? Can I just lift it like this? Maybe. Then it kind of falls down. Doesn't seem to quite work. It's catching on something. What's not happening here? Okay, so just we'll figure out how that happens. So the trick is, like, if I want to open it at a certain place, I guess I lift all these things up and then open it. And then when I put it together again, kind of this reverse action. Stuff it down there. It seems like it's ripping up the holes, but maybe not. Put these back in. Oops. It's a little awkward. The regular binder is maybe a little easier to handle this way because it just snaps open, but I wish they made like a 1 inch or 1.5 inch version of this. But This certainly is an archival quality binder. I want to talk to my printer and see if I can find other ones for like creating some ETP binding solutions for that. So, with the rest of the day, what am I doing? I could do something from here. I could maybe. It is Memorial Day, and I guess I feel I could goof off. I think one thing I need to do is update my OKRs. So let me do this. Here, let's write down. I made my spare rib rub and marinate. That's waiting for tomorrow. Check that off already. We're doing a What's Up Dave. Let's look at how did I do last week in the OKRs? Did I completely remove Duranda from the step code base and document it? I did. Did I develop an IDEO's interactive design foundation? I started to. Did I look into making a minimal static site mockup? I did not. Let's spend some time on this. Let's spend up to 45 minutes on this OKR static site because I have an idea what I can do for that. It's at least it's been percolating. Then they remove boxes from deep storage to make room. Kind of. Let's say no. I did not go through these. Did I review the game grid design? I gathered it and printed it. So that's something. So that'll be ready for next week. Didn't hang out with Sid or see a movie this week. All the schedules got away from us. Did not schedule a visit with Duncan. And I did not do the information architecture for the new site. I guess I wrote a note for myself to remember small gathering steps help start projects. It's okay not to finish in one work session. That's something I have trouble with. I don't like starting something if I know it's not going to be finishable in like a short amount of time because I want results quickly. Like I guess what they call outcome goals. So I think that's it. Let me update my OKRs though. So while I'm over here, let me find Word. I think that's where I'm keeping them. I should probably just move them to Google Docs. Much easier to open. And more accessible from other places. Why am I even using Word? Open, recent. Here's the OKRs for this one. Oops. And it's opening up on the wrong page again. It was super annoying. And I just tried to open it and the lag in the... Alright, so now that's up. Let me switch the screen over. So here's last week's OKRs. The theme of the week is aquarium work. Let's save a new copy of this. May 29. When's the next date? When is... I'm pulling up a calendar. I'm surprised I just don't... There must be a calendar app. Is there a calendar app in I know there's one. I just never use it here. Calendar. Because I don't sync with the Apple calendar. So today is... That's synced with my Google calendar somehow. That's weird. So May 5th is... Oops. What is this crap calendar? Okay, this is July? Okay. Okay, I guess that makes sense. July. But how did I jump all the way to July from where I was today? How did I go back to today? Here? Today? Okay, June 5th is the next Monday. Okay. So... 2017. The theme of that week is a Dave week. Oh, this no, it's the theme of this week rather. This is work, working through resistance. It's about work, which is billable hours. Let's say theme. And so this happened. Minimal site makeup. So I even still want to do this. This I'm gonna sleep until next week. Maybe I won't even schedule anything this week. Maybe I'm trying to force things to happen. I'm gonna sleep this. If stuff happens, it'll be great. There was also one of the soft goals I had. You'll sleep all of these. Was to get to level 15 on my Elder Scroll Online characters. I did do that for all 3 of them. I don't know. I think there's some stuff I need to add here just for work-related stuff. There's the big task is fake track updating. So boring. And then there's also UI bind removal. Remove all instances of knockout data binding from code base. So boring. Yeah, this is looking like a boring week. I'm already like not looking forward to it. Print that sucker out. But you know that's the way what's going to be this week is. Working through the resistance, trying to figure out some way of maintaining my positive energy, which seems really diminished right now. It's cold and damp. I was going to make spare ribs, but I can't. I don't know. I need a bright thing, something bright to happen this week, I think. And I don't even know what that's going to be. No idea. This is probably a good time just to go see a movie by myself. Just to start with that and see. Need to do maybe find some way of connecting with something that seems meaningful. I guess I'm sort of slipping into a sort of nihilistic existentialist mode again this week. But so fighting it, maybe I don't embrace. Maybe I just embrace it and just see where it goes. That's one way of dealing with resistance. The other thing with dealing with resistance is maybe not to think about things so much. Maybe not to care is some way of doing things. And the qualitative measurement, well, the quantitative measurement would be just if anything got done. I think part of it is like when I make things, I like them other people see what I've made and say and be able to use them. But right now, it's like all the things that I'm making this week seem to be of use to no one except for myself. And so therefore, I have the sense that it doesn't really make an impact on anybody. It's not very exciting. And I don't know. It seems like I need to maybe even be ultra selfish this week and just make things for myself. And I don't even know what that is because I like other people to see what I'm doing. Hence the stream and hence being able to share like the live stream stuff. At least I feel like I'm like, you know, sharing some process and some thoughts. I'm trying to be as I guess transparent as possible about it. But also I kind of realize it's a big downer. But anyway, that's the way it is. Some weeks are up, some weeks are down. This one is starting off kind of in the middle of meh. But having said that out loud, it seems now more amusing than it seems dire. So we'll see how it goes. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you're having a good week. Hope yours is better than mine. I should have a better attitude about this, but I'm going to just wallow in it a little bit and just embrace it. maybe I'll buy some sort of goth t-shirt. Although I don't like them. I'm wearing my Nan Cat shirt though. That should make me happy. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Have a good week.